approach this answers? That is the point. How do you approach an answer writing? How do you build an answer writing is what I'm going to speak about in this program. So you can look at the doubt, or you can ask your doubts as well. I'll try to clarify them as well. So we'll go to the first question. So I think I've made this abundantly clear. Everyone can write. See, everyone can write. That is the purpose of this campaign itself. And see, this is why we are having this campaign run. Or just a minute. We are going to start, as I said, answer writing for anthropology, acumen, which is GS paper 4, and there is going to be an anthropology batch as well, and GS paper 4 essay answer writing, and there will be a mentorship program by Mr. Srivatsan also. So in order for you to understand what are we going to do, what are we going to do differently, that is what we are going to see today, and you will understand what we are going to do differently. So this is the first question. We'll directly go to the question without any delay. Discuss this mechanism of social control in different kinds of political system. And I know for a fact that it is a 4-page question. And in this 4-page question, I know for a fact that there are different political systems. There are different political systems in anthropology that we learn in political anthropology chapter. Everyone should know that it's called as band, tribe, chiefdom, and state. These are the 4 political organizations that we know in anthropology. Okay, and there are 4 papers. So how do you put 150 words, or how do you manage this 250 words now? Look at the question. I know 4 parts are there. This is the 4 parts. In this, how social control is done, I have to write it. So I will automatically in my mind first itself split it. So each one page. Each one page, one definition is there. So see, you can ask me one definition if you write pages going. That is what on the spot. You are a field officer. You are not the IAS officers or field officers. In the examination, this is just a mind calculation. So while cooking, this is like answer writing is like cooking. You can ask me 2 teaspoons of salt. So how do you put that? You cannot measure 1 salt, 2 teaspoons salt. No, you have to know, assess. Okay, assessing the time period which is present, assessing the structure which you have to write. For example, we'll go to the structure. And look at this. Yesterday, I think Kirtana's, I corrected everyone's paper. Kirtana, for example, see, discuss the mechanism of social control in different kinds of political system. First itself, social control. Now what? What is social control? This is what they are asking. See, they are not asking what is in terms of answer writing. That is the point. That is the beauty of answer writing, is that looking at the answer and understanding what the question demands. Case study, you can write you can write the case study. So we'll look at the answer. We'll look at how do you write an anthropology answer. Anthropology answer, people have a lot of confusion, and we'll look at that. So when you're talking about social control, it is described. So it is described as a set of rules, a set of, see, that is the word, that is what a social control, a set of rules and norms that a society defines. Social control, society defines for regulation of individual. That is the point. Regulate. See, what is this in sociology? Also, this point is there. Social control is how do I control you through rules and norms, and you can talk about customs also. Customs, rules, traditions, all these, how do I use in order for molding you or regulating you? That is what is called as social control. First point is not this is what I want. And when you are writing social control, and so for example, this is a 2022 question that we are discussing. Okay? So when you're talking about this, next point, innovate. So in how many political systems are there? So next you have to tell me this. You have told me or told the examiner that this is what is the social control. Then you have to talk about how many types of or political systems are there. For this, you have to understand writing an answer is you have to borrow so many things from different parts of the syllabus. You should not think about, okay, this is only about what is that, political anthropology. No, you can actually bring in thinkers. For example, I will bring, see, you can bring your own thinker. I will bring, for example, Taylor, Morgan, Fraser, who are called as evolutionary thinkers. They said that evolutionary thinkers, they said that I will use this. They said that there is an evolution of political system from band, tribe, chiefdom, state. Am I correct? But I will go one step ahead. Okay, one step ahead. I will say band is from 2 lakh years to 10,000 BC. This is tribe is around 10,000 BC. Chiefdom is around 4,000 BC. This is after 500 BC. One example I will give you. One example. This is Paleolithic. This is Neolithic. This is Chalcolithic or Mesopotamia. This is India, China. See, like in fruit shop. See, answer writing, you should not think there are so many states. See, can I write all the states? Answer writing is like fruit shop sample, you know. See, you should give the examiner the taste of the answer. And the taste is, see, full thing you give it in the start itself. What are you going to write in the 4 pages? This is a diagram. So one diagram, look at this. See, in the paper, it can be done easily. I am in the board, I am having a little bit of difficult aligning it into the board. But like this, one diagram. So what is the usage of diagram? People keep asking, you think about it. You can have this, right? One diagram like this. So look at this. You have talked about Taylor, Morgan, Fraser. You have talked about evolutionary thinkers. You have talked about Paleolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic, which is unconcerned with this question. But Anna, you have talked about this. So first, see, look at this social political system, and there will be a little space. Okay, there will be a little space. How do you? That is the point. 150 words, 250 words. How na skill da? You, when you are writing, you should know. See, I have to write. For example, 4 parts are there. Band, I have to write chiefdom, sorry, tribe, I have to write chiefdom, I have to write. I have to also talk about state. I cannot leave out anything. And hence, there will be, as I said, there will be a little space here where I will start with this band system. So social, see, and one more thing, yesterday I found out that, see, when you are writing, there should be clear demarcation. I should know that this person is, for example, this is a definition that person is talking about. This is a political system map they are giving. This is next to bond now. Sorry, band now. See, there is a cross-cultural diffusion, right? From GS to anthropology. So there we are talking about bond. Here we are going to talk about band. Okay. So if you think about it, social control now in band. And many have made this mistake also yesterday. See, when you are talking about something, question what it demands. You are not supposed to write what you know. What is the question asking is how in a band system you will have social control. That you should know first. But directly you cannot start. You can actually talk about band system now. What is a band system? Band system is a political organization which is actually concerned with foragers. Okay, foragers are nomadic people. Okay, nomadic people where the population is less than 100. Okay, less than 100 with low density, and they are egalitarian. Okay, or small. Okay, or that is the point. Band. See, question is how do you socially control people in a band? Question is not social band. Okay, but Anna, I cannot just go out and write because this is necessary. In this one diagram, I will draw one small diagram. In this small diagram, I will draw, for example, or example, I will say. I will say Bushman. I will say in India, Ong, Jarawa, Sentinelese are there. And there is also Inuit. So in the northern Inuit, see, anthropology, Ember and Ember. Reading Ember and Ember, you can have your notes, okay? But now anthropology, you have to read Ember and Ember. Okay? Remember this. So reading, you'll find all these examples there. So once I have done this, now I have to talk about how the social control is happening. The social control, for example, one example I will tell you. See, many things you can write. One example, how the socially they control in a band is that shaman. What is this? See, this is a religion chapter. Shaman is religion chapter. But why are you bringing it in political anthropology? That is the point. Shaman is the person who goes into this trance and results in, for example, something called as ordeal. Okay, a medical person. Okay? Not only a medical person, religious person also. Shaman is also a religious person also. He goes into this, or she goes into this trance, and where you will have ordeal. Ordeal means, which is there in Ember and Member, that is, you will be forced to do, or you will be forced to undergo an ordeal. Something which should prove that you are innocent. So this is what is the social control. Remember this. How social control is happening, you should write. They are not asking what is the features of band. And I have also not talked about band in a very elaborate fashion. I have given what is band, and I have 3 lines, 3 lines, one diagram, core over. Now I have to come and I have to say how the social control is done. For example, this is there. And you can also talk about something called as avoidance. Avoidance, where I can say that people, instead of conflict, they move away. How they socially control means they actually move away. They don't have conflict at all. If there is a conflict with the band, they will move to other things. And you can also talk about something called as egalitarianism. So what is this egalitarianism means? All the people, like, see, last question we discussed about Panchayat Raj. Panchayat Raj is nothing but a band system. Band system is an egalitarian system where the decision making is by consensus. Okay, decision making by consensus, where you will have a social control over the person. So Panchayat Raj is an example. That is the point. And fourth, you can also talk about, see, that is the point. My concentration, 4 pages. I am using all the 4 pages. 4 parts I have to cover. In that facets, like the GS question which I wrote, I am writing the facets. Look at this. Writing one full page is not going to help. How do you put the things that you read into the context of the question is what is answer writing. And when you are talking about, and what is religion, that is how you have to think about. Anthropology is and people, this is what the mistake happens. People think this is this is a tough year, this is a tough option. No, in civil services, no option. Civil services, they don't have rules saying that this option should be a scoring option. They don't have a rule. What we have done is that we actually mug up the points. We go and we write the mugged up points, and we think that we have to get marks. No, that is not going to happen. if they are going to evolve, that is the point. We are a subject where we talk about evolution. So when UPSC has evolved, we ourselves have to evolve. That is what is called a survival of the fittest. So if we are not adapting to the variations which have happened in UPSC, they are not going to give marks. And when you are just writing only the points that we have marked up, no. Understand the context. What is this shaman? What is this ordeal? You in your own words, you don't have to write complicated examples, complicated things. No, in your own words, what is ordeal, you will know. What is a shaman, you will know. And what is egalitarianism is a consensus, simple 3 words: egalitarianism, decision making, consensus based social control. Finished. And one example I will take from economy. What I will take now, generalized reciprocity. What is this generalized reciprocity? You will know. Generalized reciprocity is something which happens where, so the point is that the generalized reciprocity is something which happens where, for example, there will be a bushman where there will be a division of food, okay? A division of food between family, kinship, and guest. Okay? So family, kinship, guest, when you are dividing, that means you are bound by social control of kinship. So you are, how do I control you? I will control you through kinship. So see, this is how you control one. One is over, band is over. Next you will talk about tribe. So you have to talk about how do you control, and you can give what is the tribe. First you have to talk about tribe.
So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Minds of Aspirant. You can send this video to anyone who is preparing for civil services and to your family members who want to know about civil services also. There is a Telegram channel, Minds of Aspirant official as well. You can click that link and join the group, and you can ask for whatever doubts that you have. And also you can click the bell icon so that you will get regular updates from Minds of Aspirant. Thank you. All the best.